constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They believe they can run right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Daniels. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head
breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Eaton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's the handoff. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Algier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got him in the flat. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. Pours that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. The extra point here would tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watkins. Running through contact. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Daniels. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Breaks the tackle. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Power football with the run. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Got room to work. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Pulls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Comes from the 38. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Second down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Algier. And he bumps it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniels. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Leaves it with the running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here we go, here we go. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's a heat. It's complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 28 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Going to sling it on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Offense in an empty set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Right on the money. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride.
Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. Inside the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Algier. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. There he goes! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Eaton. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eaton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, break. 3:25.
Oh, it's a reverse. Turns it on at midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the 1st.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the back. On the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. The pitch to the left. Look out, he's got room. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Eaton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down.